Sponsored by degenerates like you. What's happening? You're tuning in to Comedy by Coincidence, your favorite fucking podcast. This is episode 182. Perfect timing. I thought I was experiencing the quickening during the intro there for a second. So here we are. It's your boy, Chris Hippie Davis, coming to you live. Davis Studios Midwest. I'm joined by the Florida Panther, the Mormon Foreman, the Nappy Napster. What's his name, dude?
I'm Ty. What up?
What's up, dog?
Just, oversleeping like a motherfucker every day.
That's okay. Hey, honestly, we almost slept past when we were supposed to start too. So no, that's why I said no biggie. No, we slept till 9, which is a big deal for us. That's sleeping in to working hard Davis Studios members here. It's also the latest I've slept in like months, so yes, I feel a lot better. Hopefully you are too. And fresh off a nap. This is going to be the funniest episode we've ever done. For sure. But how are you? Where do your travels find you this week?
We're still in the same spot. I'm going crazy. I don't like being in the same city for long.
You're still in Buenos Aires?
Yep, still in Buenos Aires.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Might as well get your citizenship, bro. What are we doing?
I don't think I'm German enough for that.
It's very German in Buenos Aires. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In Argentina. Oh, right. Right.
Like, in theory, Hitler's hiding in those mountains. So, I don't know.
So, okay. I'm not doing great this morning. I'm actually doing okay. We had a very fun night last night. You already told me, screw you. But Dr. Evil took me to see Dave Attell last night.
Point still stands.
One of the best shows I've ever seen as far as comedy. Definitely the best comedian I've ever seen, because like for jokes per minute, it made your stomach hurt. You know what I mean? Like, you just didn't stop laughing. It was a bombardment for an hour.
Life goals.
That was crazy. Like, I thoroughly recommend. And then even cooler, I think he was just stepping out to go have a smoke on his way out, on like in between sets, because we hit the early show. And I think that whatever security guard saw him was like, "Everybody, if you want your photo with Dave Attell, come over here." We were like right next to him, and we were the first ones. It was pretty crazy. Got in, got out, said thank you for coming to St. Louis. He fist pounded us. We got out of there. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
So I've met 4 5 comedians outside of you at this point. So that's been
Excellent.
fun.
If I remember right, it's you remember Big J? You met?
I have not met Big J. That is
I
one.
thought you met Big J.
And I've seen him the most. I've seen Big J probably 5 times at various things, 3 times specifically to see him. But then he went with Bert both times I saw the Bert Kreischer tour thing, the Fully Loaded.
Gotcha.
But I've seen Big J at Helium 3 times now. And every time, he always says he likes to go meet people and hang out and have a smoke outside. We couldn't find him, bro. I've never met Big J, and that is like on the bucket list. However, I've met Bobby Kelly. So it's kind of close since he's on the bonfire. We've now met Dave Attell. We met Ari Shafir. And then we met Jeremiah Watkins and Stephen Lee. Stevie Weeby. So
maybe you just need to meet Dan Soder, and then you have the Dave Attell starter kit, the Big J Okerson starter kit, and then you get that advanced card. You know what I mean? You gotta collect the comedians like Pokemon.
Yeah. I feel that. Also, I mean, yeah, I probably don't. You probably don't need to put me and Big J together in a room. You know what I mean? Put the minds together.
Similar, but yet so different, your energies.
Oh, yeah. Now, let's see. How is Buenos Aires? You are sick of it there. You're ready to be out of there. Where are you going next?
Next, we're going to Santiago, Chile.
Sweet.
That's where the next episode will be coming from. So, mark your calendars. We're playing Where is Carmen Santiago while we're in Santiago. It feels like it fits. So
he's trying to find his Carmen Santiago. You know what I'm saying, right? So, hey, Latinas on Tinder down in Santiago. Let me tell you. He's not as nappy as the nappy napster would like you to believe. But, anyways, carry on.
And then we're also we're hoping Santiago is a cheaper place than Buenos Aires.
Please,
if not,
God.
we are going to become a revolutionary. I've said this 3 podcasts in a row.
I've been trying to monetize this podcast while you've been there because I've been like, if I could just get him $25. I am looking at getting us off of just YouTube and getting our own distribution service again, not the shitty Spotify for podcasters we had last time. That ripped us off pretty bad. I'm still upset about it, honestly. But more on that some other time. Nothing has happened yet, and we are still not making money. Just so everybody knows. This is completely free. This is for the love of the game / love of you guys. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Speaking of love of the game, how are you this week?
I'm manic at this moment, but I'm doing all right. So, we're on them highs right this second. Probably going to hit a low later. What?
I didn't care. What? Might just hit a low later.
What, Dr. Evil?
I don't know. You were playing coy with it. You were being shy about it.
Doc Evil, a little
Maybe
over
I
my
will.
shit, too. So, I mean, she's the one who has to put up with this shit the most.
I might just make it bad.
I might just make this day terrible. 100.
It's like you were planning an ice cream cone.
Do I want cherries or do I want to cry in the corner for 20 minutes?
Hey, don't let them know too much. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm doing all right. So, hey, I'll say that. Look, you want to know how I'm doing? I'm going to trauma dump on you right now. Get ready, audience. Get ready. If you don't want to hear it, skip 10 minutes. Let's go. Ty, you don't get to skip 10 minutes. So let's see. Today, we got the podcast. Tremendous. I'm so happy to see you. I love our time together. This brings me joy. However, today is the day of the house show party thing that we're trying to do to get Betty's Promise ready for the big show in September. And I don't have my drummer in town, in the country, yet. And he's definitely not making the show tonight. So I do have a lot of people coming. They are very much excited. I texted everybody yesterday just to see, like, gauge if people were actually coming, because you know my dumbass. I'm like, nobody's going to come. I mean, we could plan this all day. Ain't nobody going to show up. So I texted everybody just to say, hey, things tomorrow at 5:30. You think you can come? Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, hold off on playing until we get there. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hear the band. I think Dr. Evil and I are going to do an acoustic bass and a guitar setup, no drums, and play through a couple of things. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Who fucking wants to go to a party and hear a guy with
an
an acoustic guitar? It's been a joke for 20 years. We all want to kill that guy, or whatever. I'm being extreme today, but
yeah.
Everybody wants to break that guitar like a fucking 90s comedy B movie.
I agree. There have been times.
Not to be confused with the B movie, But yeah, so desperate times call for desperate measures, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. We might not play. We'll see what's going on. But and why is drummer out of the country on the day of the show if we've planned and whatever? He didn't know he was going out of the country till a week and a half ago. From what he's saying. But dog, give us some heads up, dude.
That's pretty intense, bro.
Pick a different fucking date. When I say, hey, check with everybody if you're free, this is what I was asking about. You know what I mean? So it's a little disappointing. We are still going to have a barbecue party regardless, because I have way too many people excited and coming over. So we'll figure it out. What else?
That's how I feel like if you plan a party too much, you've ruined the party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong to an extent. Unless you have to tie-dye, then you got to plan when the fuck you're making all the Dude, I love tie-dyeing. It takes so long to make all the chemical shit to do it. So, like, I was half thinking, okay, maybe we just tie-dye tonight. I want to see these people. You know what I mean? I will be busy the whole time if I went and did that, so fuck that. Nah, anyways. So, yawn. Moving on. No, I'm playing. Let's see. What else is going on in Chris's life? The moving my grandmother thing has been exhausting. Like, you remember 2 weekends ago, we moved her into a assisted memory care place. Cool. One of the best around. A lot of fucking money. But now we're tasked with selling the house so that we can use that money to help keep her in there as long as possible. And I've been tasked with selling all the furniture. Okay.
Okay.
Which she's out in the city, so every time I've listed so much shit on Marketplace. Every time I do set something up, I got to find a way to get out to the city and back on a day where I'm working in the morning and the evening kind of thing. So it's just been full-ass days, a lot of running around, a lot of just public meetups and planning and stuff. It doesn't feel great selling your grandmother's furniture when she thinks she's coming back home, too. Because at the home, she doesn't believe she's staying there forever. It's just a goddamn nightmare, you know what I mean? So it just, fuck.
Well, and it's so hard to tell the story and not sell like a scuzz bag. What are
It
you
does.
up to today, sir? I'm hawking grandma's stuff
Exactly.
for cash value.
For her?
You should lean into it. Get a wife beater and some torn jeans. I know you have some, and then just act like a crackhead the entire time.
That's what it's starting to feel like a little bit, though.
You gotta smoke?
And then doing all the painting and stuff out there. To be fair, my dad's doing most of that, but I'm doing all the hawking shit, which doesn't feel great. What else? What else? Just so you know, and this isn't a terrible thing, but I'm running a band for my music lessons place, okay? And the theme of the band is Tina Turner, which is fun. Ooh. But I've never listened to Tina Turner. Have you listened to a lot of Tina Turner?
I love Rolling Down the River, but other than that, no.
Yeah, and that's Proud Mary, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was that one, and What's Love Got to Do with It? Got to Do with It is the only other one I've ever heard, okay? So for sure, we're going to put those two songs on there. I have had to listen to so much Tina Turner to figure out how to get enough songs for these cats. And, yeah, I don't know how. I'm trying to, like, make sure I stay politically correct with how I talk about this stuff. My place pays for the copyright and licensing on a certain amount of, like, songs for an artist so we can use them. I have 18 songs to work with. I had no idea that some of these songs are kind of raunchy. Okay. There's one song, Ty, called Private Dancer.
No, it was a predetermined theme. He had no say in the matter.
Yeah, I didn't pick this. Yeah. No. I get assigned to, they pick 3 shows, I get assigned to one of them. So.
Gotcha.
Anyways.
But Private Dancer, I'm guessing stripper.
Yes. Now, she doesn't have any lyrics that are way, way too bad or anything. But, okay, I'm going to sing the chorus. And here you go, guys. I'm your private dancer. A dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Okay. And, kind of just repeats that for the chorus. The verses are all like... The men come in these places, and the men are all the same. You're only in it for the money. Shit like that.
You don't look at your faces, and you don't know their names.
Yeah. So there's your little bit.
Sounds more like a hooker situation.
It does. So I'm not comfy putting that song in there. But dog, I'm running out of songs. It's like they're forcing me, and I do not want to use this one, so I'm trying to find other options. She does a kick-ass cover of ZZ Top's Legs. I'll say that. It's 11 minutes. Legs is like a 3-minute song. So why is it 11 minutes, you say? She takes the audience through the chorus like 8 times at one point.
Yeah,
she fucks it up the first time and goes, oh, my bad. Oh, take it from the top. But then she gets mad at the audience for not committing to it enough. So like she keeps making them go through it till they get it loud enough, right? 8 times. That's a lot. Anyways.
That's too much.
What other stuff is going on in Chris's life? I'm trying to give you too much because last time I gave you nothing. We got Popular Demand. My other band is doing pretty great. Pretty good. We haven't met for a month. We met this past Thursday after a month of taking stuff off. It sounded pretty good. We're getting ready for a show at Sky Music Lounge August 29th. Please come out, enjoy it. It's Friday. We're playing the late show 9:30, and that's what we're getting ready for. And it felt like not a note was missed, and everybody was feeling pretty good about it.
Especially after a month off. Proud of you, bud.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too. What about you? How are you doing?
Here in Buenos Aires, went to the Japanese gardens. It's small, not worth the money, but manicured, pretty. Then I mainly did. This was a parks week, so I've just been walking around to different small city parks, hanging out, trying not to be a creeper. If there's a playground, I move on. You know what I mean? And
Your little beeper around your neck starts going off, and you got to get the fuck out of there.
exactly, gotta respect that anklet. So it's one of those like there are things to do here in Buenos Aires. However, I don't want to pay the price to do those things. Because like apparently the world's best steakhouse is here in town, and I looked them up. The steaks look phenomenal, but I'm not paying $200 for this steak.
Hell no, dude.
So,
Not when everything else is this expensive. So, rock on. Parks week. That's nice. I like to see you getting out and getting some sun. What's the top temperature for you, Fahrenheit, down there?
The highest I think we got is like 65.
I hate you. Sorry. Okay, well that makes up for it. I see Dave Attell. You're in nice temperate zones. It's been 98 with a fucking heat index of 113 here for like, I don't know, 7 days. It's been nasty.
I gotta say, every building you walk into right now smells pungent.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's bad. Everybody's so funky.
Yeah. I was definitely funky after moving that bedroom set yesterday. That was hot. Anyways, hopefully temperatures are going to drop next week, but it's fucking mid July. I'm expecting it for another month, and then boy, I'm looking forward to September, October already. You know what I mean? I'm ready for that fall weather. How do
Are you
we
gonna
get
go full Stevie Nicks?
I thought he was going to do
Gonna have a
Green Day.
witchy girl fall this year?
something like that? I don't know. The way I'm singing that Tina Turner, maybe. Holy shit. Okay, comedy news. We have so much news we got to talk about, especially because you've been out of the country. You might not be hearing all the news. Who do you know died this week?
There have been a lot.
Ozzy.
Rip
Hulk-
Ozzy, Prince of Darkness. I gotta start there. Ozzy Osbourne has been a staple in my life, my whole life. I'm a rock and roller, and he was the king, the Prince of Darkness, rock and roll too. You know what I mean? So, rest in peace, Ozzy. Thank you for everything you've given us. We've had a lot of other deaths though too. Ty, I just want to hear off the bat who he's heard of. Then we'll fill him in on the rest. It's been a week.
It has been a week. I believe Hulk Hogan died this week.
That's correct.
Yeah, 2 days after Ozzy. What the fuck? A lot of mixed response on his death, just on my timeline. The immediate thing was Hulk Hogan dead, and it was like the announcement, everybody's sharing that. But then a lot of people were like, it's on my timeline, we're being like, is nobody going to remember how racist this guy was? Are we all going to celebrate this guy? I'm like, he just died. What are we doing here? But
I mean, if you go off the Ari Shaffir model, that was not soon enough.
yeah. Where is Ari when we need him? Hopefully, he might be closer to you than me,
You're talking about the people who didn't show at the...
There was a table with 2 chairs that nobody showed up for in the reserved seating last night. Everybody kept pointing it out and being like, yo, I guess they left two seats for Ozzy and Hulkster. The fuck? Anyways, okay. So Hulk, Ozzy, who else have you heard?
Nobody.
Okay, well, let's get going. This was Celebrity Death Jeopardy.
Can I start with one of the sadder ones just so we can move on from it?
Yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter's stepson's 13-year-old grandson at the hands of accidentally Dog the Bounty Hunter's stepson, his dad.
Yeah. Okay, I heard that he
rough.
passed. I did not hear how. That's fucked.
Accidental gunfire.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Take gun
Ouch.
safety seriously, guys. We do here. Then we got Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was an actor.
The one from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, he was, Cousin Theo?
Yep.
So, rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Cousin Theo from the Cosby Show.
Megalomart's finest.
Bro, this one hurt. Because this was the same day as Hulk Hogan, I believe. Was Chuck Mangione. You know Chuck Mangione?
Yeah, he's Luigi Gioni's
No.
Luigi Oni.
manager, right?
Luigi Mangione's dad. That would make sense, but no, this was the trumpet player from Feels So Good. / you might have seen him in King of the Hill.
Plug in the Megalomart stuff.
Are you
Nah,
uncultured?
I'm sorry,
swine?
dog. I got nothing.
Fuck. Well, I'm sending you some music I need you to listen to. At least the single song, man. Feels So Good is one of my favorite jazz songs of all time. And it's so good. Sometimes I play it on repeat at parties, not at my house.
And he'll play in the 9-minute version, so he'll bring things to a grinding
It is
halt.
9 minutes, and it's a journey.
Damn.
And again, I will play this at parties, not at my house.
Admittedly, it's one of those songs that feels more good the more you listen to it, but the first time you listen to it, it does not generally feel so good.
Like, why is this going on so long? You put this on 6 minutes ago. It does not sound like it's about to stop. No, it's not.
It's just that intro. I get it. There's ambiance, there's mystique, but at a party...
Who else passed away this week?
I feel like that's an early party song.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
You gotta
not
get
1
there
a.m.
before
vibes.
as
somebody
people are
shows up.
filing in.
Exactly.
You
yeah.
will be putting people to sleep with it at 1 a.m. for sure. All right, I feel like
I mean, it wasn't a recent death, but they did release the cause of death for Anne Burrell, who passed, like, back in June. She was a Food Network chef.
Rip.
I'm not familiar with her work, but is it Death by Cupcakes or what?
No,
No.
way sadder, buddy. I mean, death by suicide, Chief. So, but being a Food Network, I get it. I'm shitting on a joke right now. That sucks. I suck. Chuck Mangione, da. No, I'm only getting those 4, although I know there were more.
Yeah, I think those were the main ones.
But, okay.
Well, then the universe is going to demand 2 more. We all know this.
Oh, also, so Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas has been having children in the recent past, right around the times of recent celebrity deaths. One of her kids was born within days of when the Queen passed, one within days of when the Pope passed, the most recent one within days of when Ozzy passed.
How's she
This
having
child-
one between the time the Pope passed
I know.
and Ozzy passed?
I know, right?
What is up with that?
I know, right? But also, the kid's name is Aquaman Moses.
Well,
That's going to be a hard resume.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well,
better
and
have
her
it.
other kids are named Malibu Barbie and Elvis.
Elvis will be all
Yeah.
right, but yo, why are you sending him up for failure?
I tell you this, Malibu Barbie's going to end up a stripper for sure.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, hey, let's get off the deaths. What do we got to do?
Oh, hey, we've got an update on Ty's favorite.
Sheriff, yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's bring it.
This STL sheriff has been going wild. A conflict of interest. STL sheriff's new HR officer previously fired stirs controversy. Alfred Montgomery has appointed the former mayor's HR director, who was fired from that post, as his new chief human resources officer. Hold on, let that sink in. I don't think I read that very well. STL sheriff Alfred Montgomery has appointed the former mayor's HR director, who was fired from that post as his new chief human resources officer.
I like it. Keep it in the family, bro. Keep it in the family. You can excuse your cousin. You can't excuse some stranger off the street.
And who doesn't like the mayor, who... In a statement Wednesday, the sheriff's office said Sonia would handle all hiring, promotion, retention, training policies, and practices as the office strives to become a more modern agency.
So they're going to figure out how computers work or what? I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what that means, honestly.
Honestly, I think they're just trying to put out a generic statement so that people can't say they aren't upholding their promises.
So,
what promises did the sheriff make, though? Like, protect and serve, yeah, but, like, what other promises are the like?
Well, he is facing so much lawsuit shit, like... Doug, we know about they're trying to get the records for the skydiving logs that on the day that he might have been doing that instead of taking inmates who needed medical attention to get medical attention. I guess he's the one who assigns the officers to duties and stuff, so like nobody's going to go do that unless he says to. And if you're out skydiving, you can't do that. Hey, can't y'all just keep it together for one afternoon? I'm trying to go, I'm trying to go. Who the fuck says that? I hate heights, so why the fuck you gonna go hop out of a plane, bro? You lost me on that one. But that's just that's just the minimum thing. I think his thing too is just pissing off the people who are he's like Trump. He just wants to fucking throw a little backlash at anybody who's done him dirty. So him and the mayor beefing during all these legal battles shit. Yeah, I'm gonna hire your fired HR rep. She's great, and she's got all your dirt, dude. She's got all the dirt on you and your shit. Especially HR, that's covering up anything. And dealing with internal problems that may be a result of you as a boss or mayor. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, and there were a lot of things, particularly toward the end of that mayor's run, that were objectionable, including things like 64 trips in 42 months.
Yo.
So, like...
42 months?
Yeah.
Where was the mayor going?
Is that 4 years?
Let's see.
42 months. 42.
Yeah,
so
roughly. Just under.
12 months times, yeah.
Just under.
64 trips in 4 years ain't that crazy, I don't think.
Depending on.
Ask your mom. You know what I mean? No, seriously, as much as your mom travels for work, seriously, like, I mean...
No, you're not wrong.
If they're making her leave twice a month, that's 24 trips right there, and then 24 trips. And are all of those trips out of state, or are you doing... Well, why would the STL mayor need to go anywhere else in the fucking state, though? Except for excursions.
Right, well, a lot of it is network building, for sure.
You're already the mayor!
But again... yeah. People were worried about what are you doing if you're not governing here for that period of time.
Yeah, understandably. Why are we covering so much STL political shit?
Because I feel like Ty needs to
wild.
see...
It's the wild, wild west out here. You know what I mean?
That we're really living in outlaw country.
Okay.
And I love it.
Any comedy news from you, buddy?
The Dave Attell special I previously watched on Netflix is fantastic. Hot Cross Buns. He plays a recorder, so he's more than just a comedian. He's also a musician.
I didn't know that.
And then no, that's it.
Okay. It's your week for Savage of the Week this week. You got anybody?
Au contraire, mon frere, it's your week.
No, I totally did last week.
Nope. No, you did not. I did last week.
Who'd you do last week? Because I can tell you who I did last week.
I believe we did your grandma.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely my week. I shouted out my grandma, and then there was No, we shout out my parents who are dealing with my grandma as the real savages, but I said the real savage was it's gone. It's gone forever. Yeah, I don't remember.
How about this? Fun new Savage of the Week idea. I count down from 3, and you both just shout out the first Savage that comes to your mind, and you have to defend your points so they can duke it out for who's the actual Savage of the Week.
AI Bigfoot. AI Bigfoot was my Savage of the Week last time. Do you remember this?
Idea.
All the booger sugar?
All the what?
Booger sugar? AI Bigfoot, none of this rings a bell. That was for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We also
Okay.
did the podcast backwards, so I started off the Savage of the Week last week. So who's your Savage of the Week? Don't fight me on this. What are we doing? I'm trying to...
My Savage of the
gaslight
Week
me in
is a
this.
guy whose name is unknown. His name is unknown, and it's on purpose because his job is he is the bathroom hand sanitizer guy.
Okay.
Which means he stands at the door of the bathroom at the venue I'm playing at, and then if you want hand sanitizer, he gives you a squirt. He's a savage because the damage I did inside that room. He had to hear it. I know he smelt it.
He smelt
and
it.
I felt bad for the guy, but he never left his post the entire show. He was there,
That's his
ready
job.
for your hand sanitizer.
He's committed, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
the
That is-
fact he survived and then the fact he stayed, savage.
Damn, dude. That is a savage. Shout out Mr. Bathroom Hand Sanitizer, man. Oh, what a job, too. I hope he's making good money.
Does this picture of Hulk not look like the second act last night?
Yeah, it does. The second act, what was his last name? Because it was Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Oh, he gave me his card. Let's see what it was. Maybe. I got a lot of cards yesterday. I got a medical cocaine card from Wyatt Lutz Comedy.
Yeah.
You can check him out at Wyatt Lutz Comedy, probably on Instagram. He goes, "Oh, hey, let me get you my card." This straight up. No, you can't read that, Ty?
Nah, you're frozen, dude.
Oh, that's terrible. You're frozen. No, I need to redo our OBS system anyways, because I remember the camera's fucked up on your end anyways, so at least what I'm sending you, not your stuff, but I got nothing else. Things are good. Dave Attell was awesome. Things are going. I'm going to try to persevere through this house show later. I also got to decide how much I like the people who are coming over here, because do they deserve a clean house? Really? Like, really? I don't know.
I mean, if you want to go into the ethics of is your house clean or not for a party, it depends. Like, is it open house everybody everywhere, or are they isolated in the basement? Like, what's the deal here?
Open house.
The bathroom is not accessible without it being that way.
Yeah, if we had a basement bathroom, it'd be different, but also there's,
Gotcha.
you know
Okay.
how big our house is. It's not that great.
I would say the best thing you can do is the dishes.
For sure.
Like, if you got a
Dishes are
time
already
crunch-
done. It's the rest of it. The sweeping, mopping. trash.
Shoes on
decluttering.
party, man. Shoes on party. Now you don't got to sweep.
Shoes on party for sure, but you want it to look nice when everybody gets there or whatever. So probably sweep, not mop. Maybe a little towelette and get any nasty spots you see that any coffee spots. But yeah, but I was just saying, do these fuckos even deserve a clean house? You know what I mean? And then Dr. E was like, people are coming from out of state for this. I was like, okay, maybe a little deserved. So
Yeah, you might want to clean. I mean, it depends. Is out of state East St. Louis?
No.
it's Kentucky and Kansas City.
Oh, then yeah, you should clean.
All right,
that's a
dog.
4-hour drive.
Well, that's been a party. That's been a fucking party here too. We love you guys. I gotta get to cleaning. We will see you guys next week. I got so much shit I gotta get done. I love you. Like and subscribe and tell a motherfucking friend. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Later.
Later. Bye.